Spend money on a new car. I spent my money on fuck your feelings.
Hey man, welcome to another phenomenal episode of Fuck Your Feelings podcast, the greatest podcast to ever exist. Hey, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. People don't share. Gotta share. Hey, I'm so excited. I might be the most excited ever for this particular episode because we got an all ladies episode.
Ladies in the building.
We got the ladies episode. We got Angelina Spicer.
Spicer's in the
We got Kanisha Buss.
Hey, bus. Ow.
Titty meat. What? Titty meat on Filet Lake.
She got a lot of titty meat. And we got Ashley Baca.
Damn, I don't have a catchphrase. I'm just Ashley Baca. I need like some sort of like.
Bak.
That's
That's
okay,
right.
they did it for me.
Yeah, you ain't never did the Baca, like the Jamaican?
No.
Oh, you need to.
You know who used to do that? Food. He used to do that.
R.I.P.
man.
Food
Yes.
Kwan, man. Shout out to Food Kwan.
We love you.
Thank y'all ladies for being here, showing up,
Hell yeah.
looking
Yeah.
glamorous. You know, Angelina told me I smell good. You
Yes, you washed your balls this morning. We are proud of you.
know, gotta watch the balls. The older I've gotten, the more my balls stink.
Ooh.
I believe it.
When I was young, I could go run out and play all day, no ball stinkage. Now, if I go take a jog, when I get back home, stanky balls.
like,
Oh, no.
Gotta hop in the shower.
It's age because I never got musty. I always used to say light skinned people don't get musty. I used to
Girl.
always say that. 30 hit, I was like,
God dang. What happened around?
I
These
started
parts.
to get musty at 30. That shit is terrible.
Yeah,
At
it's
30,
awful.
damn, I was getting musty early now.
Ooh.
I was getting musty.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. You know.
Yeah, I know.
But my daughter be stank. You know,
Oh,
if she
yeah.
don't, I had to be like, you put on the deodorant.
That's right.
Put on the deodorant. Like, she'll
Yeah.
hop in the shower and don't wash under her arms. I'm like, get your ass back in there.
Right.
And cut the
At least
shit.
Put some water here.
That's some key.
Cut the shit.
How old is she?
9.
Oh, 9. Is she already stinky?
Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
I have like good and bad days. Like I'll have like a whole week where I'm like, I didn't even need to wear deodorant. I smell great. And then
Oh.
sometimes I'm like, ooh.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
I don't know.
Deodorant.
I don't know.
But you know what's so funny,
It's a goal.
man? Because I remember when I was out in them streets.
Oh, Lord.
Sometimes women think they don't need
Oh.
deodorant or they think they don't need to take a bath.
Ooh.
And they probably do. Because, see, when you from the back, yeah, y'all don't account to like butthole smell. You know, like y'all can't smell it, but the dude, I'm listening.
Don't say y'all because anytime somebody about to get in the back, I got a apricot scrub.
Yes, you
And
do.
yes, you get in there with the apricot scrub. I got the little netting. I be doing this thing. Now, not everybody play, and I put some mango butter up in there. Cause
Yeah,
listen, not
that's right.
everybody.
I love to shower before sex.
You
I'm
should.
not someone that
Oh, yeah.
just shows up and is like, I've been here. I went to the gym. Let's go. So
Oh, no.
Yeah,
have to.
I've heard of those days. You know, I've heard of those experiences. I've been there. You know, people done went and did their errands and chores and shit.
No, you
went to
gotta
the
do
park
a whole
hiking.
bath.
You gotta do what?
You gotta do a whole bath. Even if you gotta do that shit
That
at the
part.
club bathroom with the
Yes.
soap and it, like you got to do
Pull it a little closer.
a whole.
Or-
You got to do a whole.
Yeah, there we
bath.
go. Yeah.
At
Even
least.
if you do your whole bath in the car with some
Mm.
baby wipes.
Yes.
The whole bath must go down. You don't
Yes.
show up.
all I'm thinking about is them doing a whole bath at the club.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
someone's like, open the door, and she's like,
Oh, yeah.
No, absolutely. You get that call and you like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let me hop in the bathroom real quick. I got things to do.
And I do want to tell you, this is a good thing to have. And if you don't know about it, so after you have a baby, if you get stitches, you get this little sprayer and it sprays up. But you can get that for your whole bath and have that in the car, so you can just be right out the side of the
Wait a
car.
minute. So, dudes, I'm out of the loop. I don't know what you mean. What type of spray? You say you got a
So-
spray that you spray on stitches?
Okay, so when I had my daughter, she ripped me, right? So I
Mhm.
get stitches. So you can't wash for weeks after
Okay.
you have a baby anyway. It hurts. So you get this water bottle and then it has like a hook sprayer on it. So it sprays straight up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So you fill that with water. So now you got the soap and
confused.
water in the
Confused
car.
like a motherfucker. You can see it on my face?
Yes.
Is it like a douche? Like a douchey?
But you don't stick it in there. But something
Oh.
like that with a curved thing so you could just spray and
wait, and you're
Okay.
gonna keep this in the car? Where's the?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, girl,
you
that
never
shit
know.
triggered me. I don't ever
You mean
want
like
to see that
is-
bottle.
Is it like a water toothpick? What's that water?
Kinda.
Yes,
Yeah,
like that.
but it's
Yes.
but it's about this big.
And it doesn't shoot out that hard.
Yeah.
It's not
Mm.
going to like remove plaque. It's not going to cut the stitches. But yeah, I get what you're saying, girl. Like you just need something to do. Hush, hush, hush,
Yeah.
hush. You know, shake it dry, dab a little bit, and show up and get ready to do what you do.
You know what I'm saying?
That's amazing. See, you learn something new.
I
Every
learned
day.
something new.
So, two of y'all got kids.
Mhm.
You only have one, right?
One and done.
One and done, and one also.
I have one, even though I've had a Mother's Day body 15 years. Niggas think I'm on my 8th kid. I'm like, man, fuck y'all.
That's hilarious. Did you say that in your stand-up?
Yeah,
That's
they
hilarious.
do.
She better.
They do. Everybody think I have mad kids. I'm like, one and
You always
37.
been thick. You
That's
just thick.
fine.
That's all.
Yeah, that's right.
You've been thick since I met you. How is that? So that's something I know you don't have kids, right, Ashley?
No, I'm the only one.
But she practicing. Are you practicing?
Oh, I'm practicing.
Oh, absolutely.
Every day.
Right.
Take
So
it
we
out.
right.
need, Kanisha, we need to give her some whole bath tips
Yes.
after this. Right. Step your whole bath game.
Step
up.
your whole bad thing,
That's right. You out here.
because you don't want niggas to talk about you. Because I'm sure, like, let me ask y'all, because I'm
Mhm.
sure y'all have like nicknames for dudes,
Yes.
right? After y'all
Always.
smash, right? You're like, air mattress nigga,
Yes.
or whatever the fuck.
Mediocre John.
Yeah,
Yes.
mediocre John. You see what I'm saying? Because we do the same shit. So you don't want niggas to be like stinky booty Beverly.
Oh.
You don't want to be stinky
Rank
booty.
pussy from the back or something like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Pussy
Oh.
from the back. Exactly. So y'all don't want that. We do the same shit. So I'm just
Dang.
trying to. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
that's very. I saw a guy for a while and I called him Murder Guy because his
Ooh.
best friend got murdered. It's very sad, but like
wow.
everyone knew who I was looking. But my friends knew exactly. I'd be like, Murder Guy, text me, and they'd be like, oh, how is it? You know what I mean?
See, I remember I met a chick one time and she had like 3 nipples. So I called her Total Recall bitch.
I'm trying to think what's the wildest name I ever had for a dude.
Molly dick.
Oh, he had moles on his dick.
On his balls, really.
No, well, you know
I've
what that
never
is.
seen that.
No, you know what that
They
is.
were raised moles.
You know what that
Black.
is.
No.
That's HPV.
Syphilis. Oh, Lord.
It's HPV.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
He's
Look-
trying to pass those
No.
warts as moles.
It's HPV.
Is it because warts are HPV? But he might just have some moles, Justin. Dang.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm like, damn,
Well,
why gotta be STD though? It could just be some growths. Could just be some moles.
No,
Okay.
you see what I'm saying is she might have thought it was a mole, but it was a wart. There was
No,
a
there
lot
were
of,
several.
that's what I'm saying. HPV.
Were they black? See, I got one little mole, so I'm standing up for the moles on my inner labia. Nigga, sometimes we got us a little mole. Okay, I'm born with this.
I all gotta go get tested again. I think after this.
Girl, I get tested every 6 months, even when I'm not. Something's
Just to
dormant.
make sure nothing's
Cause
stuck
some
around.
shit would be just laying dormant, and all of a
Oh,
sudden,
yeah.
it's like, bitch, I ain't even had sex in 2 years.
Right.
Damn. You went 2 years without sex?
Yeah, after my daughter, well, in the middle of, see, I lied about being with her dad that last year, so we wasn't really together. I was just too old to be a nigga's baby's mom, so I didn't feel like exposing myself. Bitch, I done waited all these years and still end up baby mama mad as shit. And I did end a relationship for anybody asking. So the whole last year we lived together, we didn't have sex, and then when he left, I was so focused on my daughter, I wasn't right. So it was like almost 2 years. Then I had sex on the weekend, caught COVID, and didn't have sex for another 8 months. I know. So that's
But
Was the dick good to last you through that COVID? That's what matters.
listen, that shit was amazing.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
it was great. I was
Okay,
very
good.
happy to receive that after 2 years.
Okay, and
you
I'm
need
happy
a
for
big
you.
dick though, right?
No, I do not like big penises. I you would assume that I have a big vagina, but the shit is actually every time, and that's why I know niggas think I be in the streets. Because every time they slide in, God damn, I didn't know. Yeah, come on over to my place.
But see, sometimes it'll surprise you to be the skinny girl. Sometimes that'll surprise you that need a big penis. You know.
You know what? Smaller girls can take bigger penises. People will tell you that.
Mhm.
That thick women can't take a lot of, but them little ones, they be just whole body. It be up here.
Yeah.
But that's just like skinny dudes. Like tall, skinny dudes got big dicks. Tall, skinny dudes got
That is true.
got long dicks.
Mhm.
Yeah, my homeboy, he told me his penis was 10 inches. I said, nigga, your dick ain't 10 inches, bro.
Did you tell them to pull it out? Measure
I
it?
don't
seen
need
it
10.
one day because we was out and about doing some shit, being boys. We were jerking off together. No, I'm joking. we was on a trip. It was an area we used to like go bike riding, and this nigga had the doo-doo.
Oh.
And he was stupid, and he took his pants down and doo-doo and wiped his ass
With
with
his dick?
with the leaves.
Oh.
With his,
Oh.
with his dick. He got a wraparound dick.
That's a lot of meat.
But
However,
when he pulled it out, you ever seen Boogie Nights? The end of Boogie Nights, Mark Wahlberg shows like his big penis in the movie. It's not real. It's a prosthetic penis in the movie. But it was like that. I was like, oh, he's hanging. I was like, okay. I was like, so I took back what I said about him.
Hilarious.
But yeah, kids. That's what I was getting to.
Yeah.
I drooled.
I mean,
kids.
fucking leave the kids, so I can see how we got sidetracked.
Yeah. How is it being a comedian? Like the pursuit of doing comedy, having a child. How difficult is that for y'all to make it to gigs? Getting, what is that like?
No, I'm happy that there's more of us.
Yeah,
I will say that because for the longest, we didn't have examples of women out here grinding, funny, working, and who are mothers. Like even as actors, you don't have that. The women on the come up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But Kanisha, I'm gonna let you go first. I just want to say that I'm happy that we're out here and we're showing all parts of ourselves.
Yes.
And we're showing that, like, no, bitch, you can have a career and you can have a baby. It's hard.
Right.
It's hard as hell.
Yeah.
But you can do both.
It is hard as hell. Time management, I think, is the biggest thing. And for me, luckily, I have my daughter's dad is very. I'm not gonna say supportive. He don't give a damn about me, but he loves his daughter and he spends time with her. So our schedules, and because he works for himself, so he doesn't have a 9 to 5. He has 2 businesses. So it's us always trying to balance. So that first is the key, and then time management is a big one. But I will say my comedy, like I was always hella funny, but me as a mother has transcended. Like everything. My 15 years of comedy led me to the point of me being a mother and me being a comedian, especially with social media. Like we share a lot through social media. So it's not just comedy. Like I share and I'm so open because it's so many women mentally struggling that they don't talk about. And Angela, she has this dope movement on postpartum. And when I was pregnant, I was going through it. She was showing up. She brought food. She made sure I was okay. She's like, yo, John C, listen, this postpartum is real. Like, I need to make sure you go get your girls.
That's
so
right.
It's also having that community to help us through that and understand that, because I was depressed. I hated being pregnant. I called her. I said, so remember, I was like, is there the postpartum? What's the reverse of that? Because bitch, I'm already unhappy, and then I'm 3 months pregnant.
Shit.
It was.
Your shit kicked in early.
I was miserable.
It
I
starts
hated
early.
it. I hated it. So to be able to have people in that understand. And the best part is when you have comedian friends in the midst of tragedy and pain, these motherfuckers are hilarious.
Yes.
Right.
So the comedy gets us through.
Yeah.
But I would say the biggest thing is time management, and like my first time having to fly away and leave her. I'm not gonna even fake for y'all. I was happy as shit. I missed this motherfucker for nothing. I wanted to lie. Like I just couldn't detach. Now I was ready. So
I'm out.
It is. It's and then it's I love it.
Yeah, I think again, same. Like I've been doing comedy for 12 years, not quite 15, but same. Like everything that I've invested into my career, and it just momming made me funnier.
Yeah.
The tragedy of having to go dealing with postpartum depression, having to go to a psych ward.
You look like you got a football helmet on right now.
Do I don't care. I don't want this over my head.
Keep going. I'm listening. No, do you? I'm listening.
Okay.
I just wanted to let you know it's video and audio.
Lord,
In case you be like, why this nigga have me looking like I play for the Steelers?
Oh Lord,
Because it's a serious thing. Talking about going to the psych ward.
Yeah,
all that.
exactly.
I will be focused on
Exactly.
that.
Exactly. This is a serious conversation. Go for it.
Do I look better?
And then
Okay, cool.
Ashley,
But anyway.
Ashley, we'll get to your abortions right after.
Oh,
I don't know.
I
I'm just
mean,
talking.
Yeah, you had a line, and I
We've
got
all
lived in the crossfire.
Fuck your feelings.
We have
No,
all lived.
I'm listening.
But I just think that it made me funnier, but B, like what helps is having support. You know what I'm saying? Like having a supportive partner, be it your baby daddy, your mama, your cousins, your sisters, whoever shows up for you. Like that's who you really need when you have a child and you're still grinding and working in your working to make your dreams come true. It can be done. It's hard as hell, but you need support. You can't just be out here like,
You need it bad too, because one of my biggest support system was John C.
Yes,
she
absolutely.
always has been.
She's incredible.
Even when I was in the hospital, she was raising my baby with you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
She's always over. She's buying stuff. She's helping stuff. She's dates and everything else. I got some stuff coming up. I've got to leave. She's like, all right, I'll start getting the baby from school. We're going to do this, like having that, that interaction. And when she leaves, you're like, all right, let me go take your mom some food. Let me check. It's creating those relationships to help you get through that, because it's a wild ass experience.
It is wild. And sometimes like I used to perform and bring Ava, like when she was a baby. And one time I showed up to a club who personally, the owner came to me and was like, listen, you know, once you have your baby, you're welcome to come back and you can bring the baby. I know it's hard. So you can bring the baby.
Wow.
And I was like, oh my Lord. So I'm going through postpartum, not knowing. And my daughter's like 2 months old and I'm trying to get back on stage. And I brought my whole Bugaboo stroller, the diaper bag, my book bag, my laptop, all my shit, all her stuff. And I get there and the owner was like, she can't come in here.
What?
He was like, no. He was like, no, you must have misunderstood me. Babies can't come in. I said, but it was raining outside and it was like 5 o'clock. My husband hadn't gotten off work yet. I was like, so you mean to tell me I came all the way here, unpacked the car. Remember them struggle days with the car seat? I was like, really? And I would out this person, but I don't want to be petty. But yeah, he was like, no, she can't come in here. So I literally had to wait outside in the rain for my husband to come.
Black club or white club?
White club.
That's some bullshit.
That's
some
some
bullshit. And people don't understand how important it is to have those space for moms.
Yes!
And I didn't even know it was going to break me down. All Deaf Digital, Bean is 2. And I'm like, I'm not going to make, she was like, bring her here. She could be in the green room. And I just started crying.
Yes.
Because I was like, oh shit, I can
Right.
go film. They're gonna watch,
Right.
you know, whatever. And then John C ended up meeting us down there. But now she be out there, all her little uncles. She be getting $1 from everybody. She loved going on roast me days. She be getting $1 for everybody like this. But just that relief of people going, I know you're a mom now, and I want to support you in that area. Bring her down. We had to, I mean, that shit, but I didn't even know I was going to cry like that because you feel supported. Yes. You don't have to give up, you know, everything going on.
Exactly.
This is what I wanted to ask y'all too. Do guys still try to hook up with y'all? Like, I know that was a big thing back in the day. Like, if you want stage time, if you're trying to perform, but you know, or let's get together to write jokes. Is that still a thing in the comedy community, or is that gotten better?
Well, I thought you were gonna say, are people trying to fuck
because you had a baby?
Because you had a baby. I was like,
stock went up.
as soon as I started showing.
Oh, dudes are trying to smash more.
Yes. It's a thing that pregnancy just chemically to men is attractive.
Yes.
That's your
I can't do it.
instinct.
When my wife was pregnant, I couldn't do it.
My husband couldn't either.
I couldn't either. I felt like it was a weird threesome going on. I couldn't do it. After
especially when she started moving.
Yeah,
right?
once she hit 3 months, I was like, I can't do it. But so dudes, is that still a thing though? Like dudes trying to hook up with y'all?
So what's
you still out
Ashley,
here.
yeah, Ashley, go for it.
Well, the first time that when I started comedy, I didn't realize that was a thing, and I did have a guy, and he was like, "You want to do a writing session?" I'm like, "Yeah, cool." We had like been vibing. I sat down, and then he tried to kiss me. Like, I mean, I sat down with him, and then we were like writing. And then he grabbed me and kissed me, and I was like, So I just never did a writing session with a guy unless I knew him really well.
Don't blame
since
you.
then.
Damn. Yeah.
I feel like I'm so like know exactly what's going on now. I'm sure guys are still doing that, but I haven't done that in years or tried to associate with anyone who's just trying to fuck me. Like, I want friends or
that's right.
Yeah.
I want friends or I want an actual like somebody who's actually gonna help me in my career, like as far as like making the joke better, like we're gonna vibe off each other.
But have y'all ever have y'all hooked up with a male comedian?
I have. Yes.
You have.
Regret
it?
That's a 2-part question though, because when people hear that, unfortunately for women, when you hooked up with a male comedian, they automatically think we did it to further the career. We did it to get somewhere. We did it for something outside of just hooking up.
The dick.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now, I have turned down some top tier, like, no, but I have messed with a couple people on my level, but that was out of genuine friendship, us hooking up. It wasn't gaining anything from it. It was a love, mutual respect that we still love and respect each other now. But unfortunately, like when you hear us hook up with somebody, they think it's for every other purpose except for I fucked him. He didn't get none because he was. This was me. I did this. You know what I'm saying? So it's always a weird dynamic. But for me, I can't sleep with somebody to get something because I never want to have that person hold it over me. Like I walked in because a lot of people have lied on me. If you could hear the list of people that they say that I fucked with, it's hilarious. But I was doing comedy on the flip side 5 years before I moved here. So I was doing all the backstage man. So all the older comedians I knew. So when I got to LA, it's like, why? None of the younger people knew me, but all the older people did. So to see me with all the older guys, hey, what's up? Going out on the road with Micah, all this stuff, everybody just started assuming, oh, she's sleeping with somebody because how does she know all these guys? Damn. And it's unfortunate.
Yeah, you're like, I'm funny. That's why the fuck I'm
funny. Then a motherfucker too. So it was, But yeah, and I feel like with the Me Too movement, the newer people aren't as creepy. A lot of the older ones, they don't give a fuck. They still on their creep shit. And sometimes you just gotta chop it up. Like, all right, it's okay with the booty grab. Like, yo, chill. So
I had a dude grab my booty on set.
No,
I believe it.
Grab it.
Yeah, and he did it in like a joking way, but I was like, and this was like kind of during the Me Too shit, and I finally kind of understood the plight of women, because it was like, I didn't want to get him in trouble.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I liked him as a person. But as a man, as a heterosexual man, I felt uncomfortable as shit. I'm like, I wanted to be like, dude, don't grab my ass. But I didn't want to make, I'm like, I got to see him all the time. So I don't want to make it awkward for us.
Especially because you at work.
Because I'm at work.
Yeah,
so then I'm like, if women are dealing with that on a constant,
time.
That's when it finally clicked for me, like the struggle it would be for a woman to stand up for themselves and be like, don't do that, because you like, I don't want to, I don't know, rock the boat. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case
and you
is.
might like them enough where you don't want to ruin their career either.
Exactly.
Like, you're annoyed by it. I've had some things like that, but I've been like, I really like the person. And so, like, I'm just never going to say anything.
I'm going to hit you with the extreme side of that, where I was like, my mom almost flew my uncle down here to kill somebody bad. And
that's a ride or die. Mama and uncle.
Sure is.
The thing is, and I've had a couple incidents where it's just like your heart is beating, you're scared, and it's in my earlier days, and now you're stuck in the middle of, if I come out and say all of this, not everybody's gonna think I'm a crybaby. Nobody's gonna want to. This is just what they tell you. Nobody's gonna want to work with you. This is somebody's favorite person, so everybody's gonna turn against you. So not only did they harm me emotionally and try to harm me physically and kind of put me in a situation, if I come out with this, I'm going to be blackballed and my shit is going to be gone. So now they won twice. You know what I'm saying? So you just kind of hold that in. And I had this joke when all the Me Too shit was coming out, and I'd be like, oh, it's a couple y'all scared. You think I'm gonna come out, huh? I want you to live in fear every day and see the fuck I'm gonna come. I always said that.
Always.
So and that's a hard position to be in, because everybody's like, oh, we say something, tell, and I get it, but I also did not want to ruin my career, and it would have, especially at the time that the shit was going on, in the way that these people were loved and respected, and it changed me forever. But it's a wild game. You know?
It is wild. I remember when I first announced that I was pregnant. That I was pregnant. All the comics on my level at the time were like, oh shit, man, so I don't got no chance now. Like, I really ain't got no chance. Like, you sticking beside #whitebag. And that was the first time I really knew that, like, dudes was feeling me like that. You know, like,
that should have been my baby messages.
Right.
Oh, that should have been my baby.
That's right. I was like, this is crazy. But for the most part, I think because I've always been that married comic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That people somewhat respected that.
How long you been married for?
Too long. We ain't gonna talk about that. I've been married for a long ass time. But, like, I've been married as long as I've been doing comedy.
Oh, really? The whole time?
The whole time. So I was never really out single.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Like, living my best life. I was like going to mics, going to shows, going home.
Right.
And they knew you had a husband.
They knew I had a husband, but then when I got pregnant, they was like, damn, you really seeing this through. I'm like, damn, but fucking
it do be funny, like you and Chandelier, you know, both of y'all have, like, you know, others as husbands, and we like, oh, okay, that's
whatever, motherfucker, say, talk your shit.
What's your ethnicity? Hispanic.
Yeah.
I think with
Spanish
that
Native American.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Because this I think my mind just stopped. This happens.
Yes, it does.
My bad.
But this is something important that I wanted to say
about.
Two things real quick. So one, because you said you was married, for me, because I have a big sexual energy and people just think they automatically could fuck with me because of that. And it's just my personality. It's more freedom for me, especially some of the jokes I tell, the stuff. So they just automatically think, oh yeah, I could fuck just off of the energy that I give out. But I will say, on the flip side of that, I have been able to flirt my way into, like, you know what I'm saying? If they gonna do that, then flirt your way, and you can always kind of make somebody think without making them think, and keep them at bay, because they're gonna keep getting you work and keep getting you shit and keep, hey, listen, I got this. All right, I'm about to come. Right. And then, well, not like that.
I'm about to slide through. I'm about to pull up.
Goddamn.
I learned that balance by keeping people at bay and wanting not to ruin the relationships.
Right.
So when motherfucker get to text you 2 a.m, you're like, you wild. That was always my thing. Boy, you wild. You crazy. And just kind of dismiss it in a good way. And I think as women, you have to find that in comedy, that way of walking this very fine water.
Now let me give you something. Let me give a devil's advocate pushback as a man, right?
All right.
So if you flirting, right, to get a spot or whatever the case is, maybe an audition or something, and the dude hit you up 2 o'clock in the morning, and you like, boy, you wild, and then he realized like, oh, she was just kind of teasing me. I ain't really gonna get no pussy, and then he don't give you a spot or something. Is he in the wrong for that? Are you accountable at all for?
You are accountable, but I'm not flirting just to when they're already flirting back. You play the
okay.
It's not like me rubbing my titties in your face if you give me a spot. Right. It's not like that. My natural personality is flirtatious anyway, right? Okay. So, but it's playing that field. They're already going to be aggressive towards me.
Got you. So you're saying they already flirting with you?
Yeah. So you instead of get the fuck out my face, which you sometimes, you know what I'm saying? People do be doing like, boy, get the fuck. You know what I'm saying? But to that fine line. You so crazy, right? You gotta come do you know I'm coming to do the show, and find that it's a weird balance to find. You know what I'm saying? But I'm very direct and clear. Like they're like, I'm like, you know, I'm not fucking. That shit could be the first thing out of my mouth. I say you got to be very direct.
It's so funny when a woman be like, you know, I'm not fucking. The dude be like, okay, all right. Niggas get sad. They're like, all right.
Some motherfuckers, because you get there and they still be on that bullshit.
Yes, I was about to say they still try you.
Damn.
100. No, they be trying.
You just, you know, but this far in my career with everybody here now, we know, you know, but
100%.
Back then,
I usually write with women.
You should.
Yeah, you know, I haven't really had, or because like my best comedy friend is Jessica Michelle Singleton.
Oh, I love Jessica.
Yes,
I need to have her on the podcast.
You should.
Hey, I'm here, Jessica.
Yeah, Jessica, like that's my writing partner, and like usually me and her, even since we started. We used to write at this pizza shop and then go to the Ha-Ha and like make our rounds and stuff. But like, it's usually the two of us, maybe a guy will join, maybe a dude or maybe other women, but it's usually me and her. So maybe I just lucked out.
How about you?
I used to write at Marty's sometimes, but like.
I'm listening, keep talking.
Go ahead.
I used to write, I still write with a female comedian right now, but I had a big group of people and it was a couple guys and a couple girls and we would do the same thing. Where we would go to like, that delicious we'd write before and then go to that delicious pizza mic and then go to like Sycamore and stuff like that. Yeah, so it hasn't been that big of a deal. But there is always skeezy guys in comedy, but you just learn who they are and you stay away from them. There's weird girls in comedy.
That part.
Because that first time I want to go home.
Yeah.
So wait a minute, what you mean by weird girls and like they try to holler at y'all or they just crazy?
Creep shit that some of the men be on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or that invite you to the creep shit.
Yeah.
That.
Yes.
Further detail. Don't hold back now. What they invite you to like some eyes wide shut type?
Not that, but they like work for the creepy comedian. They work for the creepy comedians to get more girls places.
Yeah. And so what they trying to have like kick up like a threesome or?
And they feed you to the wolves, kind of like, yeah, can you get the girl with the titties? You know, now you done brought me over. I'm about to do some shit. Now you are, you know, like hold on, mama. Right. I had to karate chop a very famous comedian dead in the motherfucking throat. Yeah, because and it was in a situation like that, and I thought it was gonna be more of a house party. Like, all right, we're going to chill. This motherfucker come out in the bathrobe and snatch me, and I'm talking about I was 28 at the time. Back out right in the motherfucking throat. I know. And I'll tell you who it is off air. But yo, and we had got into it, and you know how the comedian, this motherfucker made me show up.
Black? Was he black? Was he black?
I had something to prove, and he was like, "I'll see you at the Comedy Store Tuesday. Make sure you're there," because we was getting into it. So I get there, they bump somebody off the show, but this is the crazy part. So we're all in the back, and it's all a bunch of male comedians that I fuck with, and he's back there, and they're so impressed by him. They're like, "Man, is she funny? Is she?" And none of these, and I had a hot temper back then. These motherfuckers no, and just standing there. Oh, and I was like, "So y'all motherfuckers gonna be some bitches about?" You know, I was like, really? That's how y'all gonna play me? Like,
so you mean none of the comedians, male comedians, stood up for you?
Nope. Nope. And I end up going there and I end up killing that show. I got off stage and I hit him the fucking middle finger and got out of there. And I remember it because on my way out, Tony Baker was like, Kanisha Buss. And it was like, yeah, niggas know me. And I got the fuck out. It's this shit
You
is
know, but
wild.
these comics.
We ain't gonna dismiss that snort that that's what we not gonna do on this goddamn podcast. Yeah. I call out that shit. No, what you about to say? My bad.
Some female comics will put you in some weird ass situations. I remember one time.
You don't got to say no names.
I'm not.
Okay.
I was being used by a girl.
You love the tea, huh, Jess?
Yeah, no, he over there like, ooh,
I'm like,
no, I was being used by this chick who I met in a class, and we hit it off, and we were cool, and I've thank God I've been consistently working, so she was trying to bring me around to validate her comedy career. Because I'm working and you can see me on stage and on TV and on shows or whatever. So she's bringing me around to validate that, but she's completely in her whole bag. 100%.
Yes.
I mean, but I didn't realize that until the first time she invited me out somewhere that wasn't comedy related. We ended up at a celebrity's house.
Leonardo DiCaprio?
No. No. We ended up at a celebrity's house and
I just go, I'm the whole of
with
the world. Sorry,
and it was like, for dinner. We were invited over for dinner. And I was like, okay, that's cute. I could do a dinner. Okay. So I got cute and I went. And we were one of like 30 girls.
Oh,
Chris Brown.
I've been
at the house.
Things.
See what I'm saying?
What'd you say, Ashley?
I've been part of those things where you like a friend will invite you to dinner, you go and it's like 50 girls and 2 old men.
Yes.
Like they're rich or like they're celebrities or something, and you're like, okay.
Right. This is weird.
Pamper party. I was caught off guard. I did get my massage.
Actually
Shit is weird.
What you want to say?
So this guy named, I don't even know if I should say his name, but Nygaard, he like got busted.
Yes, Sorry.
He got busted?
No, let me shut up.
I used to go every Sunday and get pedicures, manicures, and a massage and eat food at his house. Yeah.
Oh.
And busted for running like a huge like minor sex train or whatever.
Sex
trafficking.
Nygaard?
You could look it up.
I know. I'm about to say.
Did you ever get on the party
some
bus?
private investigators came to my.
Kanisha had fun and shit.
Sex trafficking may have been going on, but it was fun.
I never saw any of it. I had private investigators come to my house at like 10 p.m. knocking on my apartment. We were like, what the fuck? Open it. It's 2 private investigators. They asked me like 80 questions about me knowing him. They're like, we saw on Instagram that you posted 5 years ago that you were at his house. It wasn't that long. It was like, whatever, at his house. And I'm like,
okay.
Yeah.
This is officially the best episode of Fuck Your Feelings podcast.
I know, I'm sitting here going, man, wait till we turn these motherfucking mics off.
Okay, it's 5 years ago now, but at the time, so it was like they literally, and I think I had even like muted the post. I had like posted a picture at his house. They're like, 6 months ago you were at Nygaard's house, and I was like, yeah, I was like, that's how they found out.
So he's in jail now.
Yeah, some girl was suing him. She was like some 16-year-old girl, and I never saw anybody underage there. I never saw any sexual, acts. I just would eat. I got in good with the chef. He would make me whatever I wanted.
It was fun.
Free mani-pedi.
So wait a minute, he had a party like every week?
Yeah, he would
Every
do
Sunday.
like pamper parties, and he loved black women though. He was trying to buy a lot of eggs.
Eggs,
girl. Listen, I'm gonna send it to you. But no, it was.
I gotta look this motherfucker
It was that beautiful wood table. Oh my God, the food was amazing. The volleyball court right outside on the beach.
Yes.
The beach, how you go in is like fish.
Like a
he
koi
had
pond.
real doves
like,
in his shower.
Entryway was like a.
I didn't get in the shower.
How he spell
I
Nygaard?
looked, but I did look.
Nygaurd, I think.
Nygurd.
Yes. Fashion designer.
The sketchy
Or
shit that I was invited to don't touch this. I'm like, damn.
Man. Well,
Man,
we'll get
Yes,
off
he
him.
did.
Was he a
did love
comedian?
black women because he never talked to me. I don't know how I got on the list. I just was repeat all
But you
the
were a
benefits.
regular.
Yes, I was because there would be a bunch. I would just tell one of my friends, "Hey, you want to go eat and hang out at the beach?"
This him?
No,
No.
Oh, goddamn.
He looks like a sex
you'll
trafficker.
see. He looks like one.
Nygurd.
I think it's
He's a comedian?
no.
not a comic.
No, he's not a comic.
Oh,
Fashion designer.
fashion designer.
Is he gay?
No,
Okay.
Oh, no,
obviously.
he ain't gay doing that.
I mean,
No.
He ain't doing it.
I mean,
So
pedophilia might
I
be the
remember
problem.
we did a first of all, if this is the dude, y'all all need y'all ass beat just for being over there.
For the free stuff? Come
That's
on.
right. I'm like, you overlooked.
He wasn't
looks.
even interested in me.
You got a lot of stuff.
You was overage.
And he would have sometimes the dudes that played the volleyball, though, the younger guys that played
This
volleyball
him?
would be over
Yes.
there. Yes.
Oh.
Damn, he's in
He's
jail. Well,
fun.
yeah.
He's generous.
the good thing
Very
is
generous.
he don't have a long time in jail because he look like he's on the verge of death.
Oh, damn.
Peter Nygaard.
He's about to meet his maker.
Damn.
But I mean, that's how I'm saying. Hollywood.
How
is
did
a
y'all
trip
meet
like
him?
that.
Yeah.
The invite. Hey, come over. We're having. That's what we were.
You were
talking
somebody's
wait.
plus one.
I was somebody's.
I
plus
was
one.
somebody's plus one to a dinner at a club, and then from there I got on some list and I started getting a text message to invited to that party.
Because you have to sign an NDA on the way in. They take your
Mhm,
photo, all
mhm.
that stuff. They have your picture, your ID, NDAs, like all that stuff when you
This
get
is
there.
this is why NDAs are such bullshit. No one sticks to the NDA.
That's
Oh,
right.
shit,
Well,
Did I just
now-
break my NDA?
Well, now it doesn't matter because he's in jail.
You did, bitch. But like Justin just said, they don't mean nothing.
No one.
So you good.
I got a whole joke that I do now about how white women
People
can't keep
fuck.
secrets. White women can't keep secrets. They
No.
always telling on something. Stormy Daniels signed the NDA. She done wrote a book about fucking Donald
Sure
Trump.
did.
But anyways,
Y'all edit my portion out. I ain't got no money.
Well,
I know.
Nygaard is in jail, so he can't sue you.
But his
from-
estate, somebody, now I'm sitting subpoenaed
But
over
we
some
didn't
bullshit.
say
I was just
anything
there for the fish.
Yeah.
you didn't say what happened at the party.
No, I
don't
just said it
think.
was not. I didn't see no, but
I didn't see anything.
You said
anything
you had a
crazy.
phenomenal time. Actually,
Every
you
time.
stood up for it. Nah,
Remember the masseuses looked like Jennifer Lopez?
Oh
and
my
she was
gosh.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
it a woman?
Yeah.
Masseuse?
Yeah.
Was
Thank
anybody fucking at the party?
I never
No.
saw anything.
I never. It was.
But if it's in a mansion
That's
and
a
there's
huge
all
ass
these
house.
Who knows?
rooms, somebody may have.
So y'all was at a mansion. Where is this place located?
It's on the water.
Marina Del Rey.
Yeah, right at the
That's
little.
beautiful.
Now I don't know what to say. You and I.
Listen,
we
no
made
one
a
gets
vow.
sued. No one gets sued from NDAs because no one abides by the NDA. No one abides. It's like bullshit. It's like paperwork.
The only way we would get sued is if we were like putting him in jail for something.
Yeah.
It's already done, and we didn't say anything bad.
And y'all actually wasn't disparaging him. Actually,
No.
ironically enough, you
Makes
actually
me wanna
wasn't.
go.
Yeah,
I wanna
I want to
go.
go to the party.
Like, shit, bitch, you got another plus one? Should I be yours?
I'm
Now they gonna
joking.
bring the video and see the bitches was having fun at my house. So was fun.
If there was underage women there, I do not want to go to that party. I don't play that
Everybody I
shit.
was there was grown.
What
so.
about
Me
dudes?
too.
Like, do y'all ever get propositioned or like
From who?
from women?
From like I've
Or
heard
men.
some stories of some famous
Yeah.
women comedians coming to like younger male comedians.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
I'm
I
not-
know about.
But how about you? Has that
I'm
happened?
waiting on Amy Schumer. I'm trying to think if there's a woman comedian that I'm even attracted to
oh,
sexually, other than you three.
Oh, I was like,
Well,
excuse
damn.
us.
Other than you three, I dig all you down. Joking. I'm joking. I'm me too. I'm canceled. I'm trying to think. Have I been propositioned? Not. Let me take that back. I've had female comedians that find me attractive. I'm sure. Mainly for men though, is when we're at shows and it's the girls coming up to us after the show. I had a white chick just haul off and kiss me.
oh,
You know what I'm saying? After
Damn.
a show, older, just
you was
cougar.
funny. You was funny that night.
And my dick was out. No, I'm
Oh,
joking.
no.
It wasn't. I performed with my dick through the pee-pee hole. The whole set. No, I'm joking. So that I made it awkward. So
I
that's
just looked.
that. Stick it out. So that's mainly what dudes get. But I haven't had any like female comedians like really like.
Or producers.
I've had a male producer say something so reckless to me.
Oh no.
In gay. He was a gay dude. It was so reckless. I blocked. You know how they say people
Yeah.
block shit out?
Yes.
I can't even remember what it was. It was just so on some like, I'd love to stick my dick in your butthole and I
See,
hope it
that's-
smells good. You know, it was
Cool.
something so I'll try to call back. It was something so reckless that I was like, and then I just walked off. So I've had that happen for sure. So when they say that shit is true in
Yeah,
Hollywood because I've
yeah.
been propositioned, and I'm sure there's some people that take people up on that offer, and then you see them 5-10 years strung out on drugs because they know the type of stuff that they did to get to where they got.
Yes, and that's a dangerous game, and some people
Hell
play
yeah.
it and are okay. And I never knock anybody's hustle for how you feel you have to get there. It's just because at the end of the day, it's how are you going to feel about yourself,
Right.
and if you can make it. And some people can't deal with it, and
Yeah.
some people can. And I think you got to do what's best for you, and don't let nobody pressure you into it. And if you like, I don't give a fuck. I'm sucking 3-4 dicks, bitch. I'm on Netflix, right? And and I do know some people who have, and they are doing big things off of that. I know there's people that have propositioned me for tours and stuff, but we're actually cool about it. It's like, you funny, but if you're not fucking, baby, I can't take you. And then it left it like that, and we were still cool, and I respected it because there was people that was.
You know what's so funny? I had a girl ask to go on tour with me, and the reason why I haven't had a woman, which I will, I'm sure at one point, but you want to you're hanging with your buddies, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're hanging with your buddies. You don't want to feel like you can't say something or talk about a certain topic because this person may feel uncomfortable. When you with your homeboy, you could talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about. So that was more so the issue with me. But I wanted to know, like, do veteran comedians take younger comedians? Because I don't really see it, but I don't know if it happens or not.
Me either.
Like, do
It
the bigger
does.
comedians take y'all on the road?
It does. Most of them, like I said, have given me that proposition. I've turned it down, and I've seen those same people that proposition me that are on the road with some of my female peers, saying I don't have no judgment, but I know because I turned that down a long time ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that does happen.
But what about female comedians? Like, let's say Ali Wong. Do she take on? You see what I'm saying? Like, do the top?
The females, they don't never. A lot of times, just because the generation is different, the era is different, and it's like I'm not taking no women with me. I know a lot of vet comedians that won't perform on stage if it's another woman on the show. Like, I want to be the only female on the show, and that's just. And I don't even blame them for that. That's their generation, and they don't want to come out of that. For us, we love, like, our generation, we love all female shows. Yes, other women, let's get together.
Right. All mother shows.
Yes.
That's my next tour.
Nice.
I'm telling you. And so I just think the era is different.
Yeah.
And so, they
I
have
think Chelsea Handler, she
she
might take women on the road.
Yeah, because I think Takara was on the road with her.
Oh,
before.
good.
Yes.
Good.
Chelsea,
She's the only one that I've heard of.
Whitney Cummings does too, doesn't she?
Okay, that's good.
Oh, yeah.
Because she takes Matt Viola to open for her sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like a major arena tour, I don't see it.
How many women doing arena tours?
Great point.
And also, let's
point.
break this down too. A lot of, especially when it comes to Black female comedy, there's no space for us. So it's hard to even want to put somebody else in front. I feel like there's more leniency towards non-Black women, especially white women in comedy. So it's easier for them to have space for them. It's always some space. It's already hard being a woman. But then when you start coming down, you got the Mexican women, Black women. It's like, okay, then we only letting one of y'all in. So everybody's fighting to keep the light on.
It feel
them.
like that, doesn't it? It feels like there's one space here for one Black and one Hispanic.
One Asian. That's
One
it. That's
Asian.
all we taking.
Who's the Hispanic female comedian that's popping?
Angelina Johnson.
Damn, still her. She is the
top.
reigning queen for goddamn.
I feel like
20 years.
Ada Rodriguez is starting to come
okay.
in.
Yeah, Ida,
I think Ida's coming in, but as big like this, still Angelina. I feel like is that.
Damn, that's wild.
Yeah. There's also Melissa Villasenor.
I
I forget she's Hispanic. She's doing great. Her
She's
career's
doing-
popping up.
yes.
She's probably the new one that's like
Like the next
Yeah,
class.
yeah.
Her and Ida, I think. I can't think of anybody else. But Ali Wong, I know she works a lot with Michelle Buteau.
Okay, well, that's
Do
great.
you know Michelle?
You know Michelle?
She's a
She got a
Oh
special.
yeah. I'm tripping. You know I'm terrible.
Survival of the thickest.
Yeah.
Y'all about to say
She
that's a
got a
thick
new-
Black woman. I'm
Yeah.
like, you ought to know Michelle.
Yes, I do. I
But
do.
yeah.
I love her.
She and Ali work together a lot. But I don't know about other female comics that bring other women with them.
Well, this is something too that I be wondering about when it comes to female comedians. It's like have y'all started or have any of them started producing their own specials? See, I see a lot of male comedians doing that now, like shooting their own specials and putting it on YouTube and stuff like that. But I don't know if any women comedians are doing that. And if they are doing that, I guess I don't see them on the podcast circuit as promoting it, or they're not allowing them on those.
I haven't seen any female self-produced comedy specials.
Well,
Have
I
you?
self-produced mine.
Oh, you did?
Oh, did you?
In
Oh, okay.
2019.
Okay.
I haven't sold it yet. I got 2 offers.
Oh, okay.
One from Comedy Dynamics that did
Okay.
Allie's special, and another one from LOL Network. but the offers, I appreciate the offers,
Right.
but it made more sense for me to keep it. And
Because they wanted to own it. They didn't just want to license it.
yes, they wanted to own it. I would have had to handle all the costs with the deliverables. Like from a financial standpoint, it didn't make sense.
Right.
So I'm still working on my documentary, and I hope to have that finally finished and fundraised through the end of the year. And then, but I want to sell my documentary and my special together.
Oh, great.
Okay,
Yes,
but
right.
see,
Together.
you did it. You self-produced, but you didn't just put it on YouTube,
I didn't.
which is good. Like,
but
I'm
a
not
lot
saying
of
it's a
people
bad
were
thing, but
telling me to.
That's what they're doing. What they're
But
doing.
I was like,
this is
I
what they're
spent
doing
too
now.
much money on this.
I feel you. I feel you. I'm gonna do the devil's advocate shit again.
Go ahead.
So they'll tell you like nowadays it's all about just getting the content out
Right.
there.
Yeah.
So what a lot of people are doing now, even if they put up their own money, they'll put it out on YouTube and then they'll cut up the clips. And then they put in the clips on TikTok and the reels and the YouTube shorts.
Yeah.
And the hope is some of them clips will take off and then you'll start to build a fan base and start building a following. So then you can now go to these comedy clubs and like, yo, I got 1 million people following me.
That part.
So I think that's kind of what it's like, the bet on yourself with your special, and like you kind of invest in that money. And
Here's the thing though.
I'm listening, Queen.
Whenever I put out any kind of content that's special to me, that's talking about my baby, about postpartum, people use it and don't circle back to me. They use it for their benefit. So organizations,
like they don't tag you.
They don't tag me. They don't tell me. They curate all conferences around my trailer. They build programs around my little 2-minute trailer that's on YouTube. They don't tag me. I heard last week a major sorority in the Divine Nine, not yours, used mine, not yours, but used my 13-minute work sample or trailer in a meeting with a very large pharmaceutical company. That shit ain't paid for.
Yeah.
Like it's not fully paid. My content is not fully paid for. How do you get to use my stuff and not tag me? That's why I wear my name on my shirt.
Gotcha.
You don't tag me. You don't appreciate. You don't even tell people. You don't even ask to continue my work and ask like, hey, donate $5 or donate money.
Yeah,
all
come be a
y'all
part
are
of this,
high
something.
earners
Right.
Yeah.
in the room, and you're gonna take but because it's on YouTube, the assumption is that you want people to share it, you want people to see it, and we do, but not to that extent. Like, don't be curating whole conferences around,
And you're not included.
and I'm not paid, I'm not included, you're not supporting my work, you're using my work.
So no, I understand that, but I did want to circle back to, because I think it's important to name this woman, Hope Flood, with her Female Comics Rock. She did the conferences for years, and she gave a lot of women opportunities to come in. Even Dick Gregory has been on the panel, Lou Nail, all these people. She gave all these women from all over this opportunity to showcase, do classes, meet all these people. So that the Females Rock convention was really huge. And now I know it opened up to everybody. But for the first 5 years, I believe it was just geared toward women in comedy. It was a week-long thing and different showcases and just giving them the game. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's dope. And even a small piece of game I had got here that I still pass on. When you are flown in to perform, always change your hotel room and tell them nobody can have the key, because two female comics had overheard their producer selling their room key to the producer of the show to some other people. They were fans. They were off of a reality show. I don't want to put their names out there. And they packed up and fucking left. So they were setting them up for a whole bombarded rape party and shit. So you always, whenever you're there, you go to the front desk, you change the room and tell them nobody else can have the key, because you have these people that have access. There's so many women that tell you how you just come in the room because they're the ones that booked it. And so that's definitely a piece of game that I give to all young female comics. But I also want to point out, why we're talking about all the negative, there's so many incredible men in stand-up.
Yes.
I have so many male friends that I've shared rooms with on the road, that I write with. A lot of the times I'm the only woman in a group. And I got kind of a rough mouth. So they don't, I be worse than them. You know what I'm saying? But there's so many incredible men in comedy. And I actually know way more phenomenal men. Justin's one of them, like
Yep.
great guys. You feel safe around, you feel
Yeah.
good around,
Yeah.
you can get drunk around, you can lay there, you be all in half titty. I'm
Right.
asleep, wake me up when it's done.
That's true.
I felt so protected and I felt so loved and I felt so appreciated. You know what I'm saying? And there have been male comedians that have checked other people, because one thing about getting on stage, some of these hosts and different, they be saying, wow, shit, oh, I fuck her. Da-da-da-da. And it's like, you don't do that to the men. We could kill a show and they'll come back around to something sexual instead of how good you just did. And I've had male comics get on right after and then check the host. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we have to point out
That's
there
true.
are so many amazing men in comedy that love, respect, and protect us. And I'm glad to call so many of them my close friends and brothers. So I do want to
Same.
No,
make
that's
sure
true.
we
I
say
have
that.
plenty of great family friends in comedy.
Yeah.
And I did go on tour, casino tour with a guy, and it was the great, he
Yeah.
was super
good.
protective, and it was
Oh,
just super
good.
sweet, and like, it was cool. But one time at a comedy show, the one bad thing that I will say is that this guy introduced me, walked me up, and grabbed my ass, and then I bombed, and it like that fucked me up for a second
Yeah.
because I couldn't like. So that kind of shit, when you said like the grabbing your ass, that's why that stuff sometimes will mentally get to you, even though
Yeah,
you
of
should be
course it
stronger. Like I'm
does.
stronger now as a comedian, that would not get to me. But in
Right.
that time, it just like.
And you can't blame yourself. Nobody should be fucking touching you. And so now,
Zero.
and it's more of not about not being strong. It's like, how the fuck do I react to this? Be professional, keep my composure. It has nothing to do with not being strong. It's like trying to like, how do I handle this?
Yeah.
And for everybody, and that should have fucked you up. So because that's not supposed to happen. It just caught you off guard. So that's not supposed to happen. And the sad part is the reason why you're saying it's more of now I'm stronger, I can handle it, is because we've been faced with so much adversity and bullshit like
That
that.
part.
It's almost being numb to it, not being strong to it. It's like, man, here these motherfuckers go again.
I guess
And
that's true.
that's the unfortunate part. So you're always strong with it. It's just figuring out how to. It's no weakness in being attacked. This shit is weird. This shit shouldn't happen.
And then it's almost like gaslighting.
yeah,
You look like the asshole if
Mhm.
you take it there and you react. It's like, damn, now I feel abused, I feel mistreated, and then I can't even like fully take it there like you just did.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
the hard
it's
part.
it's like in sports, like in the NBA, when somebody hits another player,
Mhm.
but they don't see what the other player
Yep.
did first
that part.
to get the punch to the face.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's the power of the microphone. And
That.
that's when you get your ass back on. Especially if they introduce me like that. Oh, you can never. I will drag the fuck out of them if I can. And I was like, they back there grabbing asses. So then you find a way to, you know what I'm saying? Bring the spotlight, take it to the power.
Yeah.
And because the beauty of the microphone, it's laced in comedy, so
Yeah.
it's not as hard as if I would have just cussed you out
That part.
on the sideline. Like, all right, wait till I get this mic, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Now he back there grabbing asses and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I guess that's what I'm saying by strong. Like I would know what to say now that
Yeah.
I could roast him in the audience instead of just
Yeah.
being like, what the,
Shell shock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know
so-
what you mean.
Who's the heater female comedians right now? Who's the ones like maybe y'all are like nervous? I wouldn't say to go after, but the ones when you see them performing, you like, I got to step my shit up tonight.
I don't necessarily say nervous. Sometimes it'd be more inspired. Like this motherfucker writing. Like I didn't go home and write. So it's not because I'm never afraid to follow anybody, because a lot of times if you know what you're doing, you could ride a wave. And I know for me, and I don't know how this is gonna sound, I'm a very strong female comedian. I am toe to toe with these men out here. Like I am killing the new Queens of Comedy set I just did rocked the entire shit. Everybody was calling me.
They did. I had got there right after she performed for the Kings and Queens of Comedy showcase that they're doing. They're bringing back for. They're doing a show. They're doing a competition show for Comedy Central. And
You rocked it, nigga. Woo!
Yes, I can't wait to watch it.
Fucking Brandon Lewis called me. He was like, nobody was fucking with you. But Brandon be like, when you zoned in, people can't fuck with you. So I've had a thing where when I get somewhere, the men will put me up like, they'll go look at the lineup, and other people on the show will be like, no, move her up because you're a female. And I love that. I'm like, I love the when they don't know. Now, a lot of people know now, but back then, like, all right, I'm ready.
You know, it's so funny. I remember doing a show. That was the same. I always talk about Gerard Carmichael. You was on that same show. I had to go up after you and Gerard Carmichael one night in the belly room, and I had to step my shit up because I was like, I was going there to work out. And fucking this was Gerard before he took off. So this was like early. He was probably on the cusp. You know, probably his HBO special was probably just about to come out. So I'm like, he went up and killed Kanisha. When I was like, goddamn, now I gotta put in work today because I don't want to be the worst fucking comedian of the night. That'd be the worst, man.
I know.
Yeah.
Whoa, that'd be the worst when you the worst comedian. Like everybody that had a good set, and
Except
then
you.
except you. You're like, oh goddamn.
But everyone remembers you more.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna be like, that was such a fun show, except for that one guy.
Or everybody like at the door, everybody's saying, "Oh man,
Yeah.
good job," and they just smile
And
at
then
you.
just smile. Oh.
This don't even come out. Like I'm gonna be in the back.
I'm gonna be on my phone at the bar.
Right. Oh, it is time to go home. I commend the comedians that just stick around after they bomb. I'm like, why are y'all? You must really hate it at home. Because I'm like, why are you still here? It's like time to go.
Some people be like that. That's it. They just be like, fuck it. Well, I'm here. And I like that because I'll be so hard on myself when shows don't go the way I want. I don't want to talk to nobody. Me neither. And I be that's what I be envious of. A motherfucker don't give it. I'm like, yeah, I don't care what happened. I'm like, God, I really wish I could feel like that and not be so hard on myself.
But who the comedians y'all like? Who the female comedians people need to watch out for? Like
I mean, obviously she's already, but I saw Melissa the other night in the original room and she killed it. The whole
Via Senor?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And the whole audience was laughing their ass off.
she's a beast. We used to do open mics together.
Yvonne Orgy.
Beast.
Beast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she
Just
is.
did her second HBO special. I'm so proud of Yvonne.
Killing it.
Let me tell you,
Yes.
it's the funniest motherfucker in the universe. That goddamn Just Niche. If y'all ain't, and that I have never, like, I just be in dead amazement on the floor, can't breathe. That is a funny, like, I'm talking about top tier funny is that damn Just Niche.
Yeah.
Damn. Chicago, right?
Yes.
Can't be Chicago.
You
Chicago.
can't
You
be
can't be
Chicago.
Chicago.
She's dead ass
That
funny.
part.
Fucking Kamira White, Precious Hall. These are people that have
Precious.
Precious.
Yeah, Precious is one of my favorites
She's
too.
a beast.
They have big energy. They have big comedy. Takara, like these
Yes.
people are Carmen Bartron. I mean, these people, these women are fucking
What Carmen at? She still
hilarious.
be around?
She's around, she's processing everything with Nick and
Right,
everything, and she's,
right.
doing. She's back on the road. She's back performing. Back,
I love
Nick Cannon,
Carmen.
those things.
I
Wait,
love
Nick
Carmen.
Cannon?
Who's
What
that?
Nick?
No, her
Nick
husband.
Hollywood or Nick Carthan.
Yeah, he passed.
Oh,
Yeah.
Carmen. Yes.
Yeah.
Carmen is a fucking
Yeah, she's a
beast.
beast.
Now,
Always
you
been
know what
funny.
I always appreciate, not only about Carmen, also Takara, also Precious and Kamira, is that when they perform and they have this big energy, them bitches come to the show slaying
Yeah.
in sparkly boots,
Yes.
titties out,
Yeah.
like slaying for the gods. You know, the
Yes.
big door knocker earrings, they look good, they feel good, and it's not like, I'm not bumming out. Like, bitch, no.
Yes.
The way Carmen performs with what's his name? Which she goes on the road with
I know exactly. what you're saying.
Arnez.
J.
Arnez J.
Oh, okay.
She gives the people what the fuck they came
She
for.
always comes stylish with the shoe. I know her from her
Yes.
shoes, the heels she have
See
on. and
what
stuff.
I'm
Yeah,
saying?
She be all them guys dressed to the T.
Yes. I
Um,
love that.
Another favorite comedian of mine, because a lot of these people, I've seen them so many times, so they have sets and they stay in their sets. And John Cia is this motherfucker. I don't think she performed the same thing twice. Like we be on the, I'm like, it is whatever it is. And for her,
She said that she don't really have a set list. She just
Go
because
ahead.
she was like, I just know I'm funny, and she was like, I know what I'm gonna say something that's gonna be funny or whatever. But she was saying that she did the podcast and she
Damn,
said
people
that.
be
Serious
mad at that.
skill.
And
That's a
people be
serious
mad at
skill.
that. They're like, you gotta go. But
Really?
just everybody, some people are structured and some people are not
Yeah.
structured. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
amazing.
And we're two totally opposite. So we be on the road. I be so focused. She be like, I'm gonna get there and see. Now she has jokes that are funny that I
Right.
love, but she weaves them into whatever that's going on. She has the ability to take
That's beautiful.
everything and flip it. Where me, I'm more
Wow.
focused and I can add some ad libs,
Right.
but me, I gotta know what's going on. I have to
Mhm.
have the idea. And
I'm the
that's
same
one
way.
thing I've always admired. It's like I stress before shows. I be in my head, everybody
Me
hates
too.
you type shit. And she is I do, like, you're not funny, go home. It's the worst mental abuse.
Girl.
But her, it's just that ability to just take anything and just be hilarious.
Yeah.
But she
You know,
said
like,
y'all got the funniest tour. That's what she said.
oh my God, that
I
shit has been
bet.
popping up. Let me tell you something.
Where y'all going
That
next?
shit is popping. But no, yeah. So, but and it's a lot
So
of
January
fun.
2023, perhaps.
For the next tour.
For the tour.
Oh,
what you and John Cena?
God damn.
Damn, we're not
shook.
talking about that.
I'm shook right
No,
now.
don't
you-
be. Don't be.
But yeah. So it is, and we're a good balance,
Y'all
and
are
it's a
great.
fun show. Every show we've had, we have stood people up and had a good time. And she features, and she just sets it. The setup is so. She just makes them no matter what's going on. Once she hit that stage, and she's just so honest and lovable and funny. So she's definitely one of my favorites as well.
See, I can't wait to get to a point where I actually have fans to come to my shows.
I know, right?
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I mean, when even in any city I'm in, it's probably 6 niggas that probably really know who the fuck I am. The rest of these people, they might have heard me on a radio show, or they done gave out some free tickets.
Right.
But I can't wait till I have like a Justin Hires fan. I did a show in Atlanta that I headlined. That was everybody came to see me, like specifically for me. And that was like a standing room. You know, that was great. You know what I'm saying? I got a standing ovation at the end. Like, those people came specifically for me. But typically, it's like a bunch of hodgepodge of motherfuckers that don't know who the fuck I am. They're like, yeah, I think I seen them on something. You were on Ant Farm, weren't you? You know, motherfuckers think I'm the black nigga from Ant Farm. I'm like, I was not on that goddamn show. Everybody think I'm that dude. So, but anyways, I said all that to say I can't wait to get to that point where I got people that's coming to see me. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that
social media plays a bit. Me and Auntie are known from All Def really big. Like, and then I used to do radio and stuff, but a lot of our fan base came from All Def Digital. So when that social media is really what helps people come, and that's why one thing I love about Angela being so open and her jokes on child, you know, very, because we have very similar. When we start talking about them kids, we're very honest. You know what I'm saying? And so I love watching her shit. And but that
Angela. Oh, Angelina.
Oh,
my bad. I fucked it up. I called it out. I thought you were talking about Angelina Johnson.
No. Sorry. I'm talking fast because I wanted to make sure I say this. And women need that. Like, there's a lot of stuff that we talk about, but I feel like it's be so intentional to come listen to you as well. Like, the funny, she's already funny, but the intent behind it makes you feel better about who you are. And I think that's a very dope thing about what she does. Because until you really experience what she experienced, and even a fraction, because you don't understand how laughing through that. My sister just came here, and she's probably going to keep, her baby was really sick, and she was like, I don't even care what happens. But she has just been going nonstop. So I called my other sister, everything, and she came down for the 3 days because she needed it. You know what I'm saying? So people don't understand. It's not just laughter. What you offer. Why am I getting emotional? That goddamn baby. It's to deliver information and comedy, because postpartum depression is, it's pushed to the side. I've seen the stuff where people are saying, because you're not a big enough comedian, nobody wants to hear that. And it's not, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And I don't care who wants to hear it. Motherfuckers need to hear it. And that's the big difference in what you do. And it's one thing to be funny, but to be powerful and have a message and help change lives, that shit is incredible to me. And that's one thing I've always admired about her work. You know what I'm saying? And why I even called on her on my shit. And so just opening that up. So, I just want to say they need to hear it. I don't give a fuck what everybody else say. We need to hear that. The men need to hear it. The women need to hear it. People that don't have kids and people that didn't feel supported back then need to hear it, because it's hard. And just this motherfucker right here is going to have it. What she has is huge. It just got to get out there.
Well, shit, I'm about to start crying. I mean, goddamn.
It is. I seen that, and I was like, that shit made me mad when I had seen it.
It's been hard. It's been hard, but I'm gonna figure it out. Yeah, I've been told a lot since I started this journey about to helping moms and bring comedy to it. But I was most like, why do we care that you had postpartum depression? We could just ask Gwyneth Paltrow.
Wow.
Like, okay, you had postpartum depression, so what?
How much do you think it was a race thing, if any?
I don't know. It could have been that too, but I've heard Gabrielle Union's name mentioned. Okay. I've heard Gwyneth Paltrow. I've heard Reese Witherspoon. I've heard a lot. Oh, Chrissy Teigen's already talking about that. I'm like, but she's not a comic, and she didn't.
And these people are the relatability of it is what makes it even better. The relatability of it, because also we're talking about women that have resources, women that are. We're coming from your shit. This is what it is. We got to figure it out. I don't care. We got to go community clinic. Like, people have to understand you're in a more realistic position, and it needs to be heard.
Yeah. You know what I realize about people too, though. Unfortunately, people don't always respect the messenger if they feel like that person is on their level. Yeah. Simply because we're peers or whatever the case is, I'm not going to respect. But if Gabrielle Union says it, if Gwyneth Paltrow says it, well, then now I'm listening with different ears. And it's a fucked up thing about people. Yes. But a lot of people are like that.
And what they should do is be like, you know what? Won't we team you up? Since they're talking about it, you have the gift to explain it, because most knowledge really be sucked up through comedy when people are not trying to hear something,
That's
right?
part.
And so if they get you, and then why not team that up together? And then they, so Gabrielle will present and help,
Right.
combine that
Right.
shit. It's something,
Girl.
Yeah.
They got to do something, girl.
So, but what I'm doing is I'm proving that every voice, every woman's story matters. So hit me on a DM. I'm sharing stories every week from real women who've experienced postpartum depression or not, baby blues, postpartum psychosis, whatever it is. I'm your girl. I'm creating space for real women, real stories, and amplifying those. My goal is to get 10,000 stories from every corner of the globe and included in my documentary, but also just have a space for women to share their stories. So that's my goal.
Well, that's good. Well, that's the perfect way to wrap this up, man. I was gonna say what y'all got coming up. You know what I'm saying? Where they can find you at.
But Kanisha got an NDA, so she can't even say nothing.
I can tell y'all some little other shit. No little in front of it. I can tell y'all some other shit.
Good with the other shit. But the NDA is pop.
Well, I was just looking at your Instagram. I'm gonna follow. That's great. 10,000 stories. Cool.
Thank you, girl.
Yeah. Send some stories over, okay? Because a lot of people don't even know they suffering from the shit. You know
that part.
They don't know.
They don't know. So what you got going on besides your NDA situation?
Okay. So everybody download the Caffeine app. It is free. I have stuff over there, but I have a new game show dropping. I'm the host of a new hip hop game show called You Know About That. So that's getting ready to drop. I'm heavy into battle rap, so we'll do a lot of battle rap stuff over there. All Deaf Digital still, All Deaf Cannabis, anything to do under the All Deaf umbrella, I'm always over there. And just follow me on Instagram so you can see the updated for shows and everything else. That is Kanisha Buss on everything. You know what I'm saying? And, speaking of NDAs, I got my little private OnlyFans. That comes with an NDA. And I might take my shit seriously.
Oh, that's right.
Because what would you do if your son was at home? I got to get my money. Okay?
Get them coins.
Get that money.
Oh, well, I'm Ashley Baca. You can find me at Ashley Baca _ on anything. And you can find me at local clubs here in LA. I'm a little slow on my comedy right now, so I got to pick things back up.
We're going to stay on you, girl.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, Angelina, where they can find you?
Oh, find me on TikTok. I'm popping on TikTok.
Yes.
Funny Angelina Spicer joined more than 700,000 folks over on the Tics and the Talks.
You get it in.
With the Hood Snacks. But also follow the Postpartum Revolution. It's on and popping. I'll be in Atlanta October 24th, doing a charity benefit for March of Dimes there. And I'll also be in DC at another charity event at the Kennedy Center, and St. Louis, I think. Just follow me at Angelina Spicer on Instagram, and you will find everything and everywhere I'm gonna be.
Hey, man, I just want to say thank y'all for coming through.
Thank you.
Amazing episode. I knew this episode was going to be really good. I knew it. I knew it was going to be great.
It had layers, boy.
Yeah, it had layers. And we went everywhere in a great way. Shout out to these lovely ladies, man. Make sure y'all follow them. Check out their stuff. And it's your man, Justin Hires, man. Make sure you follow, subscribe, like, comment, share. And if you've been offended by anything that we said today, or if you signed the NDA, just remember one thing. Fuck your feelings.
Want me down, I get it. Hate that I keep winning. Stab my back, it's temp.